we were going to talk just briefly, Lane and I, just about like choosing, kind of going through the process of choosing like your bridesmaids dresses. And this all kind of flows obviously with the decor and everything, but you know, some of you know this, some don't, but the process that we kind of use here is you choose your style, you choose your fabric, and then you choose your details. And so it's really kind of a three-step process that we use.
I'm just going to stand up and meet her.
Do you need me to make
Vanna White for a minute?
So, well, jump in.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so I was going to start with choosing the style. And really, you know, when we sit down, we have some brides that come in and they know exactly what they want, and that's it. We're done. I mean, they're out in 15 minutes. I mean, literally, like, they have the complete vision. And then we have other people who come in and don't even know, I mean, have absolutely no clue. So with style, I really like to think that not everybody's the same size. If you have a large group of women, it can be difficult sometimes, and I think Lane can relate to this. If there are some different heights, bust sizes, all those things can affect what dress you choose, because someone with a really large chest may not feel comfortable in a strapless dress. So that's something that, you know, we always tell people to think about. What are the sizes of your bridesmaids? And we've had some girls that actually bring in pictures of every single one of them so that we can see them. So it's all comfort levels. We work with, you know, all different types. But the great thing about Kerried Away is that you really can pick and choose. If you want everybody in the same style, we'll work with you to choose styles that might flatter a lot. One shoulder is a good option. What Lane has on right now, that's a great option for really any body type. Looks good in a one shoulder. So here you've got this. These are the same
fabric, just different styles. You very much have the brides that are like, it's my day, I don't care if you look bad, you're wearing what I tell you to. And then you have the bride, you know, I think if you've been to a lot of weddings, you quickly realize that girl with those boobs does not need to be in that dress. And so to me, I would never say, you're going to wear this dress because I want you to, because my pictures are going to look bad.
And that's exactly what I was going to say. It's not, everyone says it is, oh, it's about me, but your pictures are going to be around forever. And everyone's eye is going to draw to what the girl next to you is wearing, if it's really something that's outlandish. So that's
there's
just
always ways to
about.
tie them back together where they're the same but they're different. Strapless is just hard. If you're adamant that all your dresses be the same, you know, one shoulder is fantastic, V-necks are fantastic, boat necks you're getting a little bit more back into the chest area.
You don't want to take girls with any larger, I mean, really a C and above, you really would not want, I'm sorry, I've got to be, you wouldn't want to put them in any sort of crew neck or something that's cutting, you know, this area, because all you're going to see is chest in that. So you really want to try to open that up and do a scoop, or, you know, like she said, a V-neck, something. The one shoulder is great, something that, you know, will work for them.
And the good thing too, you'll notice, well, with Kerried Away, with what we do, this is a very straight skirt. The skirt that I have on is a very straight skirt. But we can also do things where you want the one shoulder, but based on the girl's measurements, we can do skirts that are more flattering to like hips and lengths and that kind of thing. And really somebody looking at it would never really notice that they're different. It's just kind of a consideration to the bridesmaid, if that makes sense. You know, like it's where they'll all look uniform, but really they all fit like they should.
To their body, more so.
And that's just picking you know, the right style.
It gets a little more tricky if the girls are out of town, but if, you know, we have a lot that are in town and can come and you know, we can really work with them to do that.
And it's amazing what a good phone conversation can do, because, you know, I mean, girls know what they wear, you know, and so it's easy.
And this is good. Lane, for her own, she can kind of tell
this is what I'm doing.
Well, you're actually doing this skirt on that.
Right. I've got 4 Sweetheart strapless and 4 one shoulders, all on floor length this skirt. So you know,
and that's another thing. Yeah. So all of our styles
are about shoes. That's something to think about too.
All of our styles can be interchanged. So you can, if you see a bodice that you like, 99% of the time it can go on any skirt that's on the rack too. So that's what Blaine's done. She's taken 2 bodices and put them on the same skirt for her wedding.
And this is not my color.
No. But if you want to get out your color, Blaine's, this kind of reminds us of the golds and that sort of thing. You know, Blaine's got some of that warm kind of gold and bronzy, that sort of thing going on. Okay.
Keep going.
Oh, well.
Or you want to keep going?
Yeah, no, you can pull it.
These are just some more, really just to show you the different styles that we have. Obviously the one shoulder, the bubble, all that. This is these are examples of how they can all work together. Obviously you have your floor length, you know, dressier. Then you've got a brown with a blue waistband. So, so you probably wouldn't want to do these in the same wedding. I mean, you could, but really like see how these two kind of play off each other.
They really work.
Again, really good way to highlight a maid of honor, do something a little different. Or if somebody's pregnant, you know, you can always kind of play with things that way. But
yeah, and this is a really good, like, these are completely different. You know, we talked about that in one of hers. It just kind of creates a different feel. It's not, it's dressy fabrics, but it doesn't strike you as being so formal when they're kind of mixed together. So, and this really gives girls an opportunity to really make their own. I mean, they could kind of come in, if you have your, you know, a set of specifications that you want to incorporate these things, they can kind of come in and make their own dress sort of, and it will all flow. So, but leave those out because I was going to talk about choosing fabric and color. Yeah.
And then while I've got this one, before she gets back, I was going to show this. This has been a really popular, it's actually the ones that we have in the window. So obviously we do groups that are all the same. That is still totally the most popular thing that we do. This is just a good way to show everything. But Melissa, back to what you were saying about it's rustic and it's farming. Like, this is just pretty and southern, and you know, this would be an example of a way that you could dress up a little bit from one thing to another, I think, because it's a light color, it's got the girly details, you know. This has been a really good one.
Yeah. And that, I mean, speaking of color, I was going to talk about like choosing fabrics. And so, you know, we work a lot with, mainly I would say, with 100% Dupioni silk. We work with taffeta, which Lane is that's what the pink that you saw, that was silk taffeta. Both of those are all 100% silk, so there's no blends or anything. I'm wearing the blend, and we have a whole line of blends that you can choose from. It's less expensive, but if you feel my dress compared to this, it's completely different. But that said, I mean, it's really beautiful. So, you know, it's kind of a personal preference there as to what you want to go with. The Dupioni can be, I think, easily dressed up or dressed down, whereas the taffeta might be something that you would do for an evening wedding. It's a little more formal, I think. You know, we also obviously have cotton, which is great for these, you know, some of the outdoor weddings. I think it flows